Hi, my name is Mariam. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I am going to interview a Nigerian medical student, ask him few questions about the med school and lots more. So the location is Complex Stadium, Lokoja, Kogi State.
My name is Hayatuddin Issa Ibrahim. I am from Kogi State. I am from Adavi local government. I am a medical student at Bayero University, Kano, Kano Teaching Hospital. I am in my 5th year, 500 level of medical school. First of all, I like the fact that the school is in Kano. Kano is a very beautiful city, and meeting people from Kano, the different culture, made it a very interesting experience. However, if it is my school we are talking about, Bayero University Kano is a very, very good school. We have good lecturers and a good environment generally. And I was able to learn a lot of things, both academically and otherwise. So my experience so far has been very interesting. Well, if anybody has been through the admission process in Nigeria, you know that there's never an assurance. You want to, as a human being, always expect good things. However, because of the way the country is, at one point or another in your life have doubts about even getting the course that you want. At some point, I did not even think it possible for me to gain the admission because of how hard my predecessors had to struggle. So that was it was one of the reasons why we would think that even if we struggled hard, we would not get the admission. But truly, we were hopeful, and inshallah, we were able to get the admission. From the list that is here, I think family would come first, then love second, then career third, and money last. Ever since I was a child, I had always wanted to be a medical student. Then growing up, it seemed like the perfect choice for me because I always liked something that was challenging. And I felt the most challenging thing for me to do is to continue down that path to pursue a career as a medical practitioner. And yes, I also like the profession generally, not just because it's a professional course, also because of we have the opportunity to render a selfless service to humanity, and we also have the opportunity to better our society, our community, and even our family. So those are amongst my reasons for choosing to become a medical doctor. Well, it would be hard for me to choose a single moment as my favorite ever since I started my clinical postings. However, one of the highlights of the clinical postings is interactions with our patients. You see, the medical profession gives you the opportunity to meet different calibers of people, all of them under the same condition of an ailing health. So no matter the walk of life that person is, or no matter the social caliber or status of the person, when they are in the hospital, you think of them only as a patient. You understand? And so there is a humility that comes with illness. However, we medical practitioners are always taught to never dissociate the humanity from the process of treating the patient. So we get to meet a lot of interesting people and interact with them during the process of rendering medical care. So it has always been a very important part of the medical practice. Well, that was then. When we were JJCs, we were kyphosed. That's the word we use. There was some extensive kyphosis from us. But when you go on in the profession, as a medical student, you begin to learn humility. You discover that whatever level you are in medical school, you are still at the smallest level of that career. So you learn humility when you interact with your seniors and see how far they have gone. then you begin to understand that you are not in the medical profession as a titan. No, you are not at that level. You are actually someone who renders services. So for that reason, if you are an individual with a little common sense, all of those boastful behaviors that doctors have been notoriously known to have, you will shed them as you advance in the profession. Well, in medical school, the clinic is like is a campus, and campuses have extracurricular activities. We have sporting facilities, and we have social centers where people go to relax and stuff. Me individually, I like sports, so I play football, basketball, volleyball and handball in school. Then I also play video games a lot in our common room. So these activities are available in our medical school, and they are amongst the things that we use to relax. Then other than that, Kano, like I said, is a very big city, so there are a lot of places, nice places to hang out with my friends and the rest. We go to recreational parks, amusement parks, eateries, etc. And actually the things that we do to relax after the stress of the medical all the medical activities and clinical processes. Well, for the case of my school, Bayero University Medical Students Association is actually a very strong association. It's an interesting one where you have medical students from different parts of the country coming together under one goal, which is to excel in the medical field and also to help each other to grow. So the student body is actually very important. It allows us to grow academically and socially, and it has been active since the induction of the medical school in Bayero University, Kano. And BUMSA is actually a very good organization. I am a proud member of the organization. I'm a proud BUMSite. Thank you. I think it will be a goat too, because goats, now, they don't care. Understand? And the reason why I'm saying this is, you see, the origin of the word is where they get this from. You see, a goat is called capra in its original language, and then capra as the name for a goat, as a scientific name for a goat, is gotten from an ancient language that transcribes the word to breed. You understand? So for that reason, goats always go after something that they crave. You understand? So they don't really care whatever obstacle that will be in their front. They always go for whatever they are craving. So they follow that name. So for that reason, I think they will be very stubborn. They just don't care about anybody. Well, studying in Nigeria is the issue of ASUU strike. We have been in strike since February, I think. So it's almost 5 months now. If you look at it carefully, you will see that it is the main hindrance to pursuing the medical career in Nigeria. I gained admission in 2016, November of 2016. That was when I gained admission for a 6-year course, which means I should be graduating this year. However, I am still 2 years behind. In that time, I would have already finished my internship and then also done my NYSC, and then I would have joined the medical labor force. But because of the strike, we are still in level 500. I think the fear of clinical exams. You see, the exams are a very subjective exams. It's not just your regular exams where you write theories and fill objectives. You see, we have different examining systems. After writing your essay and your MCQs, these are multi-choice questions, then you have to do a series of clinical exams. These clinical exams will involve having short cases, long cases, objective structured clinical exams and oral exams. And all these ones will require you to stand in front of maybe a professor and discuss about a patient. So a lot of times you find yourself in front of somebody who is very intelligent and vast in the field. You find it very hard to even be comfortable saying the things that you know, Just their presence alone is intimidating. Then you have to also recall all the things that you have read, and then you are answering these questions from an actual patient. So you have to create a rapport with the patient so that the patient will cooperate with you for you to get enough information to answer the questions that the professor will present to you. And a lot of times it's not easy. And you also have to bear in mind that if you fail those questions, you may be repeating that class or resitting that exam, or you might even be sent out of the school. And that is like the worst thing for a medical student. It's not hard, yeah, but it's challenging. Let me put it like that. There's this notion then that it's only the most intelligent people or the most brilliant of the lot that can study medicine. Actually, that is wrong. Medicine is about dedication and hard work and having the ability to follow instructions. The medicine, as our seniors used to say, it is an artisan profession. It's like you are learning handwork. Exactly. So if you are diligent and you listen to your superiors and you manage your time very well, you will be able to come out successful. You don't have to be the best student in your medical school. If you are hardworking and you do what you're supposed to do and you manage your time effectively and you have a true passion for the profession, then inshallah you will succeed. It's not to say that it is hard. My advice for aspiring medical students is, no matter the obstacles you face in your pursuit for the medical career, you should persevere. When you have a passion to study medicine and you are sure of what you want, no matter the challenges you face along the way, you should push through. I myself applied more than once before I was given admission to study at my school. If I had given up on my first try, then I would have been studying something else. But as the grace of God would have it, I continued to fight for what I want and I was rewarded thusly. And that is what I can say for an aspiring medical student. Thank you.